Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I have some shaped cards and mini album to share with you guys. I have been using the Kscraft Hinge Maker set and I have used the butterfly mini album from the March release and the leaf doily set, as well as the sunglasses that were released in January, I believe, and the nesting Peeps set and the Ladybug mini album set. So I will share with you guys what I've been up to using these cutting dies. I have a little box where I stash all of my handmade cards for my family members to use whenever there is a special occasion, and my card stack is getting super low and it's about time I put together some more cards. I did recently make 2 wedding anniversary cards because it's our wedding anniversary today, March 29 here in Australia, and we've been married 22 years, you guys. So it's a really lovely day. So I am going to share with you guys the cards that I made using the nesting Peeps. I had so much fun making these. Now, I love anything to do with Peeps. I just adore anything Peeps item. And I was so thankful that Hannah had released the nesting Peeps set. And I also saw Larissa from October Avenue make some Peeps shaped cards. So I was inspired by that video. And so I decided I'm going to make some Peeps card too. But I wanted to see what the sunglasses would look like on the Peeps, and they are so super sweet. So here are my nesting Peeps die Peeps, and this is the largest size. And then I used the largest size of the sunglasses set. And instead of using the little tiny circles to give the Peeps eye and the nose, I had a lot of fun using my stickers. Now these are like gem stickers that I used. I have used quite a lot of those, and this is the little size that I have left. And I had so much fun filling the sunglasses part. So some line have 4, 5, 3, and 4, things like that too. I just did my best to make it look nice. So this opens up to be a card. Now to make a card, what you need to do is, let's say that I'm cutting out the circular shape and I wanted to make a circular shape card. All you have to do is make sure you fold the cardstock that you want as your card base. But normally when we're cutting out the circle shape, we would put it on the paper like this. But when you're making a shaped card, you need to offset the die a little bit like this, so that you're not going to be cutting this area here as well. So then when you cut it, it will give you a card base. I cut out another layering piece of the same cardstock, and then I glued it on top. Then I added the sunglasses, filled it with gem, then decorated. That was the process I did for my cards. I'll show you the pink version. And this one I added a sequin flower as well. Then I have this green one here. Then I have this yellow one here. Aren't they so super sweet? I love my Peeps cards that I have now. Next, I wanted to use the leaf doily set a bit more. So when you cut out the leaf doily set, this is the largest size. It's a very intricate shape. It is so pretty with the stitch details around the circle. I cut out 2 large and 2 small, and then I layered them upon each other. And that's how I got to make these cards. And for my base, I used this large circular die that I have, and I cut it like this for my base and made some cards. So this is my blue and pink tone one. I layered some ephemera pieces and ticket pieces as my base. I also used the sparkle enamel dots from Kscraft. And then I finished it off with the vellum word that says splendid. See how all the leaf doily layers make it super pretty? And then it opens up like this. So I have this one here. Then I did a green tone with the beautiful butterfly ephemera. And in this one, I got to use layered stamp pieces that Kristen from Norway made for me. And this is a ticket embellishment that was made by my friend Alicia here in Australia. And then I finished it off with this beautiful Rosie Studio ephemera and the word. So pretty. Then I have this pinky one here. I did also use the Kscraft embroidery hoop. This is one of the smaller size. There is a nesting embroidery hoop from Kscraft available, and I love that so much. And I also used the circular chipboard frame on top of the frame, and it's just so pretty. I have a little rainbow showing here. I tried to include a little bit of rainbow in my crafting. Then I used the mini album set of the Ladybug shape, and I made this card here. It says, "Happiness lives inside the smallest things." This is a lovely flower that I had made and shared with you guys in one of the March release videos. And then instead of turning this one into a shaker, this one I didn't use the Ladybug frame. So what I mean by Ladybug frame is this one. I didn't use this one for this particular one. And this card opens like this. And I loved how I was able to use the sparkly gold stickers just to cover the holes. So this one, this particular shape, I cut out 4 times. So one with this pattern, another pearlescent pink, another cardstock. Well, actually 3 times to be exact. And then I put the gold gem stickers like that so that you can see the gold showing. And I think they look so pretty. I also added some copper color heart stickers on top here. And I think it's so pretty. Oh, and for this bottom bit here, I decided to layer some iridescent glitter tulle because I didn't want this red to be too strong. So I think that made it really pretty. So I have this card as well. Then I wanted to make another one where I use this frame die to turn it into a shaker. I did use foam. I only have thin foam, so I double layered it like that. Took it to the die cutting machine with this on here like this. Then that gave me this shaker part here. I did use a glitter tulle on top instead of an acetate, and I filled the 3 different sections. I love the sound of the shaker, and this time instead of using the tiny circle pieces that's included in the set for the Ladybug, I decided to use the darker tone of the flat back gem sticker for the eyes, and I think it's so cute. And then I got to use the sticker from Maggie Holmes, and it just completed it. I did use a beautiful daisy pattern paper for the base. So to make this card, you use the biggest size, and then you take it to your die cutting by folding the paper in half and offsetting, right? Then you start layering on top of the base. That's what I did for this one. If you're turning the Ladybug mini album into a shaker, the shaker frame is big as the base shape. So let me just show you. Like that. So you don't have to cut out another layer for the shaker frame. You can use the base shape, the largest size included in the set, and then cut the frame and then glue that on top. Then add your acetate or tulle, and then you finish it off with the stitch detail layering piece. It's so pretty. I love all of the sparkles that you see. Sparkle magic, I call it. So I got to make those shaped cards, including the Peeps. So I have good stash of cards now. Then I wanted to make the mini album with the butterfly mini album set. Previously, I shared with you guys the butterfly I used for one of my spring tote project, but I knew I wanted to make one into a mini album, so I did. I used the Maggie Holmes Forever Fields collection for this particular album, except the butterfly cardstock is from Paige Evans. And I love this butterfly, which is also from Kscraft. And I got to use the branch plates again. So this is, remember how I have cut out a whole heap of the branches from using the branch plate that was released this month? I got to add them here and here, tucked in behind this butterfly wing. And I put one behind the butterfly as well down here. So pretty, right? Then for my hinges, I did use the 2-hole one. So this hinge maker gives you 4 different ones. So you have a largest one with the 3-hole, then you have another one with the 3-hole, but a little bit closer together, the holes. And then you have this 2 one, and that's the one I used. So depending on the size of the shape that you're making, you can choose to use the different sizes from this hinge maker. And I have used that hinge maker set so many times. I have made a teddy bear mini album. I have made butterfly one, tote bag shaped one, so many different things, scarecrow one. It's just really, really good set to have. So to make this butterfly mini album, there are 4 pieces of the butterflies included in the set. So let me just quickly show you that. I got to use all of the 4 different butterfly shapes that's included in the set. For my base page, I used the largest one. And then I cut 2 for each page because the Forever Field is one-sided pattern paper. So I cut 2 for each page, and I've got 5 pages here. So I cut out 10 of the largest butterfly size. Then for the next size down, it has a stitching detail, and I use that for the front and the back. For the inside, I only cut half of it to turn them into a pocket. Then the next size down is this piece here, which I glued only, I did score. Can you see the scoring lines? I did score a bit so that you can easily fold it this way and that to jot down notes or stick more photos or whatever I want to do with it. And then I made a pocket using this only half of the butterfly and gluing only this side. And then it fits in my ephemera or journal card. So for the front, I used the larger size, then the next size down. Then I used another size down, then another size down. So for the front cover, it has all 4 sizes layered on top of each other. Then I added this beautiful butterfly also from Kscraft, as well as all of these different flowers that I made using all of the Kscraft cutting dies. So pretty. And they are all layered and dimensional. It's not too bulky. It's just very, very pretty. Then I used some beautiful ephemera pieces from the Maggie Holmes Forever Field to decorate. So let's have a look at the inside. So once again, half of the second largest butterfly attached to the left side and created a pocket. And this side, I used the second, the one size down from here, and scored in half and stitched it. You don't have to stitch it. I just wanted to add a zigzag detail, so I did that. And then I did that. And then pocket again. And then the zigzag stitch, so it gives me all of these extra space to write down and things. Pocket. And then more space here. And you get to see all of the beautiful pattern papers from the collection as well. And then here as well. And that's my butterfly mini album that I have made. and I just love all of the colors combined together. So I got to share with you guys different ways to use mini album set. So you can make mini album, you can add them to your different project, bigger projects, or you can turn them into shaped cards like I did with the Ladybug, and then use nesting Peeps set to make cards as well. And I did share with you guys my Peeps banner or the bunting, and I had so much fun creating these. Thank you so much for being here, listening to me, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye for now.